You notice your belly feels bloated and uneasy more often. After 60, the friendly bacteria in your gut drop by almost half, slowing digestion and stealing deep sleep. But you can revive that good microbe army in just 7 days without pills or pricey probiotic powders. Join our 7-day probiotic challenge made especially for older adults. Each day, we will add one fermented food to your meals, such as yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, or kombucha. On day 7, a special surprise will make your inner garden truly blossom. Along the way, you may feel a lighter belly, less bloating, smoother bathroom trips, deeper sleep, and a brighter mood thanks to extra serotonin. Do not miss the day-by-day guidance. Hit subscribe now to start with us. Why probiotics matter and how to get ready. Before day 1 begins, let's talk about why probiotics deserve your attention. After 60, the lining of your intestines thins, stomach, acid drops, and food moves more slowly. Friendly bacteria lose their home, while trouble-making microbes take over. When that balance tips, you can feel bloated or constipated, absorb fewer vitamins, wake up with stiff joints from silent inflammation, and even notice your mood sag for no obvious reason. Take Mr. Harold Thompson, 72, a retired school bus driver from Ohio. He used to skip breakfast because even toast left him uncomfortably full. 3 months ago, he started each morning with plain Greek yogurt and added a tablespoon of sauerkraut to lunch. Within 3 weeks, his belly felt calm. His doctor cut his blood pressure medication in half, and for the first time in years, he slept straight through the night. That is not magic. It is the payoff when your gut gets the right probiotics. You can stack the deck the same way this afternoon. Open your fridge and see whether you have plain yogurt or kefir. If not, jot them on your shopping list. While you are at the grocery store, whether that is Walmart, Trader Joe's, or your local farmer's market, grab a small jar of sauerkraut, some kimchi if you like a little spice, a packet of mellow miso, or a bottle of kombucha. Pick the flavors you genuinely enjoy, because consistency beats perfection. Bring home a pocket-sized notebook, or set up a note on your phone to log how you feel each day. On the first page, write 7-day probiotic challenge. Just below it, list 4 questions you will answer every night. How did my belly feel today? How many times did I go to the bathroom? How many hours did I sleep? What was my overall mood? Noting these details helps you catch the smallest changes and becomes a satisfying record when you look back at the week. If fermented foods are brand new to you, relax, we are easing in. Tomorrow, you will simply add half a cup of plain Greek yogurt to breakfast. No added sugar, no artificial flavoring. If you need a touch of sweetness, slice in half a ripe banana. The natural inulin feeds your new good bacteria and keeps the yogurt gentle on digestion. See you tomorrow morning when I will show you how to turn that humble yogurt into a microbiome-friendly treat. To be sure you do not miss any step, hit subscribe right now. YouTube will nudge you the moment tomorrow's video drops. I will meet you on day 1 of the challenge. Day 1, a gentle start with Greek yogurt. Good morning and welcome to day 1 of the challenge. Today we begin with a simple yet powerful food, plain Greek yogurt. Why Greek yogurt? Because it is strained, Greek yogurt contains about twice the protein of regular yogurt, supporting muscles that naturally shrink after 60. More important, every spoonful delivers billions of lactobacillus and bifidobacterium cultures. These friendly bacteria cling to the intestinal wall, lower pH, with lactic acid and crowd out gas-producing microbes. Ingredients for today: half a cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, half a ripe banana sliced, optional, 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. How to enjoy it: spoon the yogurt into a small bowl. Arrange the banana slices on top to add gentle sweetness and extra inulin to feed your new bacteria. If you have flaxseed, sprinkle it for a boost of omega-3s and soluble fiber. Sit down, eat slowly, and savor the creamy texture and mild tang balanced by the banana. A bit of science. Lactobacillus strains produce butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that fuels colon cells and calms inflammation. Bifidobacteria break down hard-to-digest sugars and create vitamins K and B, supporting blood clotting and steady energy. Linda, 68, from Texas, used to skip breakfast because anything left her bloated. When her son suggested Greek yogurt with banana, she hesitated at the tangy taste, but tried it. Within 5 days, she had regular bathroom trips, a flatter belly, and her first solid 6-hour sleep in years. The best part, she says, is the confidence she feels cooking breakfast again. Before ending day 1, open your notebook and answer the 4 nightly questions. Do not judge the answers as good or bad. Just note them honestly. Tomorrow's entry will highlight even the smallest change. To be sure you catch the Day 2 video on Refreshing Kefir, hit subscribe now. See you tomorrow morning. Day 2. Getting comfortable with refreshing kefir. Congratulations on finishing day 1. Today, we move on to kefir, a lightly fizzy fermented milk that can contain 30 or more probiotic strains, about 4 times as many as regular yogurt. Why kefir works so well for older adults? First, the yeasts and bacteria in kefir have already broken down most of the lactose, so people who are lactose intolerant can usually drink it without discomfort. Second, kefir is rich in vitamins B12 and K2, which support a healthy nervous system and help usher calcium into aging bones. Third, its unique polysaccharide, kefiran, has anti-inflammatory properties that may ease joint pain and bolster immunity. Today's ingredients: 1 small glass, about 200 ml of plain, unsweetened kefir, half a cup of fresh or frozen berries such as blueberries or strawberries. Optional, a pinch of ground cinnamon for aroma, and Steadier blood sugar. How to prepare: pour the kefir into a shaker bottle or blender. Add the berries. Blend for 10 seconds until smooth, or shake gently if you prefer whole fruit pieces. Pour into a glass, sprinkle on the cinnamon, and sip slowly. Notice the gentle tang, the tiny bubbles, and the bright fruit flavor working together. Today's science note: kefir contains Lactobacillus kefiri and the yeast Saccharomyces. Together they produce organic acids and carbon dioxide that keep harmful microbes from clinging to the gut wall. A Tufts University study found that drinking about 170 milliliters of kefir daily for 12 weeks improved insulin sensitivity and trimmed waist circumference by 1 centimeter. Richard, 69, from Florida, had to take long courses of antibiotics after knee replacement surgery. His doctor suggested kefir to rebuild his microbiome. After 2 weeks, he stopped needing digestive aids, slept more soundly, and was surprised to see his morning blood pressure settle into a healthy range. Now, his berry-blended kefir is a morning ritual he never skips. Evening journal. Tonight, before bed, answer your 4 familiar questions. Add a note on how you like the taste of kefir and whether you prefer it to yogurt. These observations will help you choose the fermented foods that suit your palate long-term. Tomorrow, we will explore mildly spicy kimchi and learn how to keep its salt content senior-friendly. See you on Day 3 of the challenge. Day 3. Discovering low-salt kimchi for steadier blood pressure. Welcome to Day 3 of the challenge. Today, we meet kimchi, the famous Korean fermented cabbage. Kimchi is rich in Lactobacillus plantarum and supplies vitamin C, beta-carotene, and antioxidants that help calm inflammation. Many older adults worry that kimchi is too salty. The good news is you can make a light salt version without losing flavor. The trick is a brief salting step and using mineral water instead of hard tap water. Today's ingredients: 1/4 head of Napa cabbage, 1 teaspoon fine sea salt, 2 garlic cloves minced, 1 small slice of ginger minced, half a teaspoon Korean red pepper flakes or mild paprika, half a carrot julienne, 1 scallion cut into 1-inch pieces, 2 tablespoons still mineral water. How to prepare: separate the cabbage leaves, rinse and drain. Rub salt over the leaves and let them sit for 15 minutes instead of the traditional 2 hours. Rinse quickly to remove excess salt and squeeze gently. Mix garlic, ginger pepper flakes, carrot scallion, and mineral water into a paste. Spread the paste between the leaves. Pack the cabbage into a clean glass jar, pressing lightly to push out air pockets. Loosely cap and leave at room temperature for 24 hours, then move the jar to the refrigerator. After 3 days, the kimchi will be mildly tangy, lower in salt, and alive with probiotics. Today's science note: Lactobacillus plantarum in kimchi produces bacteriocins that inhibit troublemakers like E. coli. A Stanford School of Medicine study found that eating 120 grams of kimchi a day for 6 weeks lowered C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation in older adults. Cutting salt did not reduce probiotic counts. It mainly changed leaf crunch, so a light salt recipe stays effective. Maria, 70, from Arizona, avoided salty foods because of high blood pressure. Her daughter taught her this 15-minute salting method. After 4 weeks, Maria's morning blood pressure dropped 10 points, and her doctor discontinued one diuretic. She credits 2 spoonfuls of kimchi at lunch with salad for the change. Evening journal. Before bed, record how your stomach reacted to the first taste of kimchi. Note whether the gentle spice slowed your eating and left a warm feeling in your belly. These details will guide the heat level and salt content you choose next time. Tomorrow, we will try German-style sauerkraut and pair it with roasted salmon. See you on day 4 of the challenge. Day 4, enjoying German-style sauerkraut with roasted salmon. Today, we welcome German sauerkraut and pair it with omega-3 rich roasted salmon. The dish is light on the stomach, yet supplies both probiotics and anti-inflammatory fats, an ideal combination for older adults. Why sauerkraut and salmon make a perfect team? German-style sauerkraut contains Lactobacillus reuteri, a strain that strengthens the gut barrier and boosts mucin production to protect the intestinal lining. Fermentation doubles the vitamin C content of cabbage, supporting an immune system that weakens after 60. Wild salmon is packed with EPA and DHA anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids that, together with probiotics, ease joint pain, sharpen memory, and balance cholesterol. Its natural vitamin D also reinforces the tight junctions between gut cells, helping prevent a leaky gut. Today's ingredients: 150 gram unpasteurized low-salt German sauerkraut, 120 gram fresh salmon fillet skin on, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, half a lemon, a pinch of freshly ground black pepper. Optional: 1 teaspoon caraway seeds to enhance the sauerkraut's aroma. How to prepare: preheat the oven to 375 degrees F, 190 degrees C. Rinse the salmon lightly, pat dry, and place it on a foil-lined baking tray. Brush with olive oil, sprinkle with black pepper, and squeeze a few drops of lemon over the top. Roast for about 12 minutes, or until the fish is just cooked and the skin turns crisp. Meanwhile, gently squeeze excess brine from the sauerkraut and stir in the caraway seeds if you like. When the salmon is done, plate the sauerkraut, lay the salmon on top, and finish with another squeeze of lemon. Eat slowly, alternating bites of salmon with sauerkraut so the probiotics can thrive in an omega-3 rich environment. Today's science note: a University of Reading study found that combining omega-3 rich foods with lactobacillus probiotics reduced C-reactive protein, an inflammatory marker, twice as effectively as either food alone. Lactobacillus reuteri also produces reuterin, an antimicrobial peptide that suppresses harmful bacteria while sparing the good ones. Additionally, the vitamin C in sauerkraut promotes collagen synthesis, keeping skin and blood vessels resilient. George, 65, from Seattle, struggled with shoulder pain and poor appetite. His granddaughter suggested 3 dinners a week of roasted salmon with sauerkraut. After 6 weeks, he had lost 2 kilograms, regained shoulder flexibility, and felt comfortably full without heaviness. The best part, he says, is no longer waking up at night with dull aches. Evening journal. Tonight note whether you felt pleasantly full, yet light after the meal. Pay attention to your afternoon energy level. Many people report sharper focus after a lunch rich in omega-3s and probiotics. Mark whether your knees or shoulders felt less stiff when standing up. Tomorrow, we will warm up with miso soup featuring seaweed and tofu, kicking off day 5 of the challenge. Day 5. Warm miso soup with seaweed and tofu. Welcome to day 5 of the challenge. After 4 days of yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut, your gut microbiome is waking up. Today, we add friendly bacteria from miso, the gentle, nourishing Japanese soup. Why miso soup suits older adults? Miso is soybeans fermented with koji mold. It supplies Tetragenococcus halophilus and Lactobacillus acidophilus, which boost digestive enzymes and ease bloating. Miso also delivers vitamin K2 stearing calcium into bones that thin after 60. Wakame seaweed in the soup adds natural iodine for thyroid support and fucoxanthin to calm inflammation. Soft tofu brings easy-to-digest protein that protects muscle and keeps you full without heaviness. Today's ingredients: 2 tablespoons low-sodium white miso shiro miso, 300 ml water or vegetable broth, 1 sheet dried wakame soaked 5 minutes and sliced, 50 gram silken tofu cubed, a pinch of thinly sliced green onion. Optional, a few fresh shiitake slices for extra umami. How to prepare: 1. Bring the water or broth just to a simmer, then lower the heat. 2. Add wakame and shiitake. Cook 3 minutes until tender. 3. Ladle a little hot liquid into a bowl, whisk in the miso, then pour it back so the live cultures stay intact. 4. Slide in the tofu and warm it gently for 1 minute without boiling. 5. Turn off the heat, sprinkle green onion, and serve warm. Eat slowly, breathing in the mild koji aroma and savoring the soft tofu and crisp seaweed. Today's science note: a study of 2,000 Japanese seniors found that eating miso soup 3 times a week was linked to 6% lower C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation. Lactobacillus acidophilus in miso produces gamma-aminobutyric acid GABA, a neurotransmitter that promotes relaxation and deeper sleep. Fucoxanthin from seaweed has been shown to raise resting metabolic rate, supporting long-term weight control. Nancy, 66, from Oregon, often woke with a cold, unsettled stomach. Her chef's son swapped her morning coffee for wakame miso soup. Within 10 days, she felt warm, quickly no longer had acid reflux, and slept a solid 7 hours. Now she enjoys early walks without worrying about mid-stroll stomach pain. Evening journal. Tonight note: whether the miso soup left you more relaxed before bedtime. Track your resting heart rate, as many seniors report a slight drop after GABA-rich dinners. Record whether your muscles feel less stiff and your hands open more easily when you grasp your first glass of water tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we will mix a fresh fruit kombucha and learn how fermented sugars differ from refined sugar. See you on Day 6 of the challenge. Day 6. Refreshing fruit kombucha. How fermented sugar differs from refined sugar. Congratulations on reaching Day 6. Today, we enjoy kombucha, a lightly fermented black tea drink that is both refreshing and packed with probiotics, and we will explore why the sugar in kombucha is very different from table sugar. Why kombucha benefits older adults. Kombucha is made by a community of acetic acid bacteria and yeasts called SCOBY. During fermentation, most of the sucrose is broken down into gluconic acid, glucaric acid, and a trace of ethanol below 0.5%. The finished drink contains live probiotics, plus tea polyphenols that aid liver detoxification and help stabilize blood glucose. Compared with bottled soda, kombucha has a low glycemic index and does not cause sharp glucose spikes. Today's ingredients: 1 330 ml bottle of raw, unpasteurized plain kombucha, half a cup of chopped fresh fruit, choosing low sugar options such as strawberries, blueberries, or kiwi, 1 thin slice of ginger or a few mint leaves for extra aroma, 1 500 ml glass jar with a tight lid. How to prepare: 1. Pour the kombucha into the jar, leaving about 2 centimeters of headspace. 2. Add the fruit and ginger, then close the lid loosely. 3. Let the jar sit at room temperature for 6 hours to second ferment. The fruit releases flavor and the probiotics multiply slightly. 4. After 6 hours, move the jar to the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. 5. Open the lid slowly to release pressure, pour into a glass, and sip, noticing the gentle tang, balanced by fruity sweetness. Today's science note: a University of Illinois study found that drinking 240 ml of kombucha daily for 4 weeks lowered LDL cholesterol by 8% in people with prediabetes. Gluconic acid in kombucha binds toxins in the liver and supports their excretion in bile. Tea polyphenols become the aflavins during fermentation, which neutralize free radicals at double the strength of unfermented tea. Fermented sugar versus refined sugar. In soda, sucrose stays intact, is absorbed quickly, and sends blood sugar soaring. In kombucha, up to 80% of sucrose converts to organic acids, cutting residual sugar to under 5 grams per 100 milliliters. These acids also slow stomach emptying, so the remaining sugar is released gradually with much less insulin demand. David, 70, from Colorado, had a long-standing soda habit and borderline diabetes. His grandson gave him a starter kit for fruit-flavored kombucha. After 6 weeks of replacing 2 cans of soda a day with 300 milliliters of kombucha, David's HbA1c dropped from 6.2 to 5.8%. He says the best part is no longer craving intense sweetness in the afternoon. Evening journal. Tonight note whether you felt fuller and craved less sugar. Observe your afternoon energy level. Polyphenols in tea often provide a gentle lift. Record whether your stomach felt calm and free of gas after drinking. Tomorrow is the final day we will meet the secret probiotic star and reflect on the full 7-day journey. See you on day 7. Day 7. Natto, the probiotic star, and a 7-day recap. Congratulations on reaching the final stage of our 7-day probiotic challenge. Today we meet Natto, Japanese fermented soybeans with a sticky texture and bold aroma, yet one of the most powerful probiotic foods for older adults. Why Natto earns the star title. Natto carries Bacillus subtilis var. Natto, a bacterium that makes the enzyme nattokinase. Nattokinase breaks down fibrin and lowers the risk of blood clots, a top stroke trigger after 60. Natto is rich in vitamin K2 in the MK7 form, guiding calcium into bones instead of arteries. Fermentation produces polyamines, cell-aging fighters that may extend healthy lifespan. Easing into Natto's flavor. 40-grain frozen natto found in Asian grocery freezers. 1 TSP low-sodium soy sauce. 1 Tartu TSP Dijon mustard or light mayonnaise to tame the smell. Yuan 4 ripe avocado diced. 1 Tartu bowl warm brown rice. Thaw natto in the fridge for 4 hours. Open the pack and stir briskly with chopsticks 30 times to make the strands silky and milder. Add soy sauce and mustard, stir 10 more times. Fold an avocado spoon over warm brown rice and eat slowly. The creamy avocado balances the stickiness, while the rice's fiber helps the probiotics settle in. Today's science note: a 3-year Hokkaido University study showed that adults eating natto at least twice a week had a 21% lower cardiovascular death risk than those who did not. 40 grams of natto supply about 90% of the daily vitamin K2 requirement, improving bone density in postmenopausal women. Natto polyamines trigger cellular autophagy in the gut lining, renewing tissue and damping chronic inflammation. Samuel, 64, from New York, disliked natto's smell, but tried it because his family has a stroke history. He mixed natto with avocado and scallions 3 times a week. After 6 months, his D-dimer score fell. His doctor noted steadier blood pressure, and his hip bone density nudged upward. He laughs that the secret is stir 30 times and close your eyes for the first bite. After that, the taste grows on you. 7-day journey recap. Day 1. Greek yogurt for gentle digestion. Day 2. Multi-strain kefir. Day 3. Low-salt kimchi. Day 4. Sauerkraut with omega-3 salmon. Day 5. Warm miso soup with seaweed. Day 6. Refreshing fruit kombucha. Day 7. Natto, guardian of heart and bone health. Across the week, you have nourished your gut with more than 70 probiotic strains, plus vitamins, fiber, and anti-inflammatory fats. Many participants report a flatter belly, deeper sleep, and clearer thinking in just 7 days. Evening journal. Tonight, record how you felt after trying natto and reflect on the entire week. Note any changes in digestion, sleep energy, or mood. Share one concise sentence in the comments about the most surprising benefit you experienced. Outstanding feedback will be featured in an upcoming community recap video. Tomorrow, I will post a summary video analyzing survey results and offering tips to keep your probiotic habits thriving. Thank you for healing together throughout this 7-day journey. We have completed our 7-day journey of cultivating the garden of microbes in your gut. From gentle Greek yogurt and multi-strain kefir to low-salt kimchi sauerkraut, paired with salmon warming miso soup, refreshing fruit kombucha, and natto-rich natto each day has been a small but solid step toward rebuilding your digestive defenses, lowering inflammation, and improving sleep. If you kept a daily journal, take a moment to review your changes: a flatter belly, easier bathroom trips, a clearer mind, or less joint stiffness. Write down the single biggest improvement you felt and share it in the comments below. Your real-life experience will inspire other older adults who are still deciding whether to start their own probiotic journey. In the upcoming recap video, I will highlight standout stories and analyze the data our community sends in. This is not an ending, but the starting line for a lifelong habit of nourishing, beneficial bacteria. Keep at least one fermented food in your diet each day and listen closely to your body's signals. Comment number 7. If you followed all 7 days, and tell us which fermented food you loved most. If you tried only a few days, share the most noticeable change you experienced. Every response will be considered for the recap video so the whole community can learn and heal together. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next challenge.